lighting. Let's get to the fundamentals right now. So if I'm doing a head and shoulder shot, whether it's if I want more of a masculine type approach, this is exactly what I'll do. Renee, turn this way a bit, please. There. Slide your bum right to the back of the stool. There, and just kind of lean forward. Now that's going to feel awkward. I tell my clients that that's going to feel awkward because we're used to sitting in chairs and reclining backwards, which is actually a very awkward look for the camera. The camera sees up the nostrils. So I ask my subjects to lean forward, and a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll put a lot of weight on their arms. Try that. Just they'll get like that, and they get very tense. Now that's not bad for a glamour type pose, but I don't want that in most situations. So I'll say, just relax your arms a little more, bend them in a little more, just pull your. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. She pulled her hands back, and her whole upper body just relaxed, and you can see how she's leaning forward. That engages the viewer and engages the camera much more. So for this kind of look, I bring my light over a bit. It's the same light up setup that we just talked about. And I ask for a little bit of a tilt this way. That's nice. Chin down just a bit. And it's actually chin up just a little bit, Renee. Good. There we go. It's a very, very straight ahead shot. You just tilt the camera and it just enhances the overall look quite a bit. Now, I'm going to modify this a little bit. I do this with guys a lot, and it's kind of breaking the rules, but I find it really works for a lot of not engagement, but executive portraits. And you can use it for women, too. Turn your body that way, Renee. Good. Same pose. Just lean for good. And chin down just a bit. Actually, chin. There. Don't move. That's nice. So I bring the lighting almost 90 degrees. Slight tilt. And one thing a lot of photographers, a mistake they make a lot, we have Renee set up in that masculine type pose. Your arms are relaxed. Just relax your arms a little more. Good. If your main light is in around 45 degrees, which is a very common thing, then you can tell that Renee's face is turned slightly away from the axis of the camera. She's kind of peeking over to the camera. If you come right over here, James, you'll be able to see it. Turn your head just a bit. Good. This is something I do a lot for guys even. This is a pose I do quite a bit. It's just like the pose I had just done. And here's what a lot of people do. The main light now is changed in reference to where the angle of her head is. Her head is turned into the main light some more, so they fail to bring this main light over. So you have to make sure you keep in mind of exactly where you place that main light. Whether you're shooting outdoors or with a window light or with a softbox, it doesn't matter. Always keep in mind the reference point that your main light is angling towards the subject. Okay? Because you want to be able to create a shadow right here. And if that main light is too close to the camera, it's immediately going to become flat or broad lit, and it's going to look awful. Okay, having said that, you can come over here now if you want. Turn towards me again. Lean forward, slide your bum back. Right in the back of the stool. Good, lean forward. Good. Just relax your arms. That's better. It's getting all tense there. Turn your head, just your head this way. Just your head more. Good. Now, with ladies, you can do this a lot. If you tilt your head this way a bit, it's a very feminine pose. They call it the feminine pose. Bring your eyes right here. Okay, hold still. Now, I turned her head quite a bit, which means I have to now, again, like the point I was bringing up a while ago, I have to bring my main light over so that I change the angle with which that light is hitting her face. So, just a typical, no, look right where your nose is pointing, good. A little bit of a smile. That's nice. And do the same thing, tilt your head the other way. Too far. No, up. There, turn your head just a bit. Chin up. Good. There we go. Same thing. You can tell Renee's head's turned quite a bit. Now what's important is that her eyes are angled with her nose. Good. Always eyes with nose. If the eyes are looking elsewhere, it's going to look really bizarre. So once we get this almost, this is almost a profile, we have to really bring that main light over because we want it to light at the same angle that I kept harping on a while ago. And we're going to do that right now. So again, this is just a pose that's kind of fun. It works in some situations. I typically use it with a lot of grads, or a very traditional pose, or I'll use it if I'm photographing an engagement portrait, and I have the guy. Maybe the guy will be right here, and then we make a cute couple. The guy's right here. Oh, if your fiance ever saw that, man, he'd be after me. So anyways, but I would put the guy right here off, looking off into that direction with the light coming in. It's almost a full profile. And keeping in mind the main light where it is in reference to the eyes, the nose, the cheekbone. It's very dramatic lighting. Okay, so that's almost a full profile. Let me go for a full profile now. That's nice. Okay, don't move your head. That's it. Your eyes have to be in line with your nose. Turn your head a little more. There, right here. Eyes right here. Cool. Full profile. If done properly, will create some nice, strong shadowing effect. This type of lighting with the right posing is very dramatic, very dynamic. It's also very traditional, used a lot in graduation portraits and certain portrait situations, as well as traditional